talk now about the growing threat from ISIS militants and how the U.S. is going to handle that situation. In an exclusive interview on Meet the Press, President Obama said he'll lay out his plan a little later this week. NBC's chief foreign correspondent, Richard Engel, is in northern Iraq. Richard, good morning to you.
Good morning. The president said there is no indication of any imminent ISIS threat to the U.S., but that the threat is growing and must be addressed.
The U.S. military has carried out nearly 150 airstrikes in Iraq, dropped food, and helped refugees. But this morning, ISIS remains strong and savagely brutal. The group released new video of its men humiliating and executing roughly 200 Syrian troops.
The next phase is now to start going on some offense.
The president told Meet the Press he now has a strategy.
What I want people to understand, though, is that over the course of months, we are going to be able to not just blunt the momentum of ISIL.
He'll outline his full plan in a speech on Wednesday. On Sunday, he gave Chuck Todd a preview.
We are going to systematically degrade their capabilities. We're going to shrink the territory that they control. And ultimately, we're going to defeat them.
That's easier said than done. The plan is to rebuild the Iraqi army, which has mostly collapsed, even though the U.S. spent a decade training it, and back ethnic Kurdish militias, which the Iraqi army doesn't trust. The U.S. will also try to form a coalition with neighboring Muslim states and breathe life into the moderate opposition in Syria, which the administration has largely ignored for years. They plan to do all of this from afar.
The notion that the United States should be putting boots on the ground, I think, would be a profound mistake.
U.S. officials have suggested the plan to defeat ISIS in Syria and Iraq could take 3 years. There are those who say it could take a lot longer.
The president keeps talking about Pakistan as a model, how U.S. airstrikes and drone strikes in the tribal areas have weakened al-Qaeda there. But the U.S. has been doing that in the tribal areas of Pakistan for nearly a decade. It seems the U.S. has become the Air Force for failed states. Matt?
Richard Engel in Iraq this morning. Richard, thank you very much.